Real quick, want to mention I've got Sam Tripoli live today at 2 Eastern on the main channel or wherever you watch live streams. Plus, we have a ton of items that you can win, including a gaming computer for Meta PCs and so much more. So tune in today, 2 Eastern, or watch the replay. You can enter up until midnight. Let's get into the story. The biggest story from yesterday is a failed UFC fighter, the son of Rampage Jackson, Raja Jackson, failed UFC fighter, failed kick streamer, went to a wrestling event, a local pro wrestling event. A work or a storyline was developed where he had some sort of beef with one of the wrestlers, and they filmed this thing where that wrestler hit him with like a fake soda can, and because of the disrespect he suffered from that, and because he wanted to impress all the 12-year-olds in his kick chat, he proceeded to get involved in the ring and knock this wrestler unconscious, and then proceed to land 20 to 22 undefended, wild punches to the face, leaving this U.S. Army veteran who does wrestling as a way to deal with his PTSD, according to people on the scene, struggling to breathe because he was choking on his own teeth and blood. Of course, Raja Jackson replied by simply saying, "My bad," and fled the scene. Now, his father, Rampage Jackson, has issued a statement, but many, including myself, want this kid arrested. And in this video, I'm going to build the case for that arrest because I believe this was a premeditated incident that should be tried as an attempt on his life. So there was this wrestler named Sicko Stu, in his 40s, Army veteran, does wrestling to deal with some PTSD at the local level. Seems like a really good guy, just a cool guy, loves it. But they had done this like work earlier in the day where he went up to him and hit him with a can, and then Raja Jackson felt disrespected. That's of course the worst thing you can do, to some folks. Apparently, getting disrespected is a literal license to do whatever they want, just like that word, right? So here's the actual incident. I'm not going to show what happened in the ring because it's too bad, it's too savage. But here's the incident that he felt. No. Yeah. He said, "Are you a wrestler?" This is Raja Jackson overseeing into a fight after a wrestler smashes a drink. Again, this is a fake soda can, a prop soda can, and he's trying to set up like a storyline for the event. Hell no. Yeah. Hey, I think that's
Oh, you don't show it? Easy. He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You're good. What the fuck?
So he thought he was a wrestler. Now, he had then apologized multiple times, I believe 3 times. Here he is, Raja Jackson, accepting Sicko Stu's apology before, of course, brutally attacking him. Sicko Stu thought that Raja was a wrestler and they were setting up a storyline. Here's this.
I apologize. I appreciate it. I didn't know. I thought you were you stayed in the camera. I get it.
We're working out. Well, he's going to come out on your mat, too. I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working.
I get it. Yeah.
So he's talking to the wrestlers. And basically all the wrestlers are like, "Yo, I'm sorry. I saw the camera. I thought you were, working." And it's a totally normal thing to think, right? Now, a lot of people are bringing up Rampage Jackson's upbringing. Just so you know, he grew up exceedingly rich, living in a multi-million-dollar mansion his whole life. And again, obviously a lot of people are pointing out this is a cultural issue. I don't know. I think it probably is. Here's Sicko Stu. I know this is all over the media right now. I have absolutely nothing to say with what transpired, but I want everyone to know who is concerned for Stuart Smith, to know he is finally awake, but in bad shape. As far as I know, this morning he remains in critical condition. But then Here you said Raja Jackson ringside. Now here's where the premeditation starts. Raja Jackson ringside before attempting an attempt on Stuart Smith's life. I ain't really sub farming, but for 50 subs, I'll go in and knock him out. If he walks away from this case without 10 years, it'll go down in U.S. history. He's cooked.
How many subs to knock him out? That's a good question. I don't know. I ain't really sub farming, but 50 subs, knock him out. 50 subs.
So right there, way ahead of time, he's saying, hey, for 50 subs, which is a grand total of $250 to a kid who is, has grown up in multi-millions, he's going to go in and attack him, which he then did. He went in and he like power slammed him. He said, hey, you can get his lick back. People are actually defending this. I'll like
tell you guys this. They told me to hit him and just leave. Somebody who pull me off of him will leave. I'm telling you, I'm gonna hit him as many times as I can. Watch.
There you go. Put him in jail. They told me that I can hit him once and then leave. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to continue to hit him. That's what he said on live stream. I love that this guy was stupid enough to keep live streaming all this incriminating evidence.
No, they didn't tell me to fake him. They said I could hit him for real.
I highly doubt that. I highly doubt they told him he could hit him for real. Now, some wrestling, there is an element of realness to the hits and punches, but this is not what happened.
Yeah, they allowed me to hit him for real.
No, they didn't. I guarantee that didn't happen. Now, what happens next is something I'm not going to show. He jumps in the ring and like power slams him, knocks him out cold, and then lands 22 undefended punches to the head, a head and jaw area. Something that would never be allowed in the UFC. This is a guy who was worried. The guy is completely knocked out and he's just unloading on him. A half a dozen wrestlers had to pull him off of him. Okay. Again, after he apologized multiple times and he accepted his apology. So then after he goes on, he continues to stream. So this is great. Who is this guy telling Raja Jackson it was okay to go out there and do what he did? Hold this MF accountable too. I don't care if he meant one punch or back or 50.
No, his shit, you fucking give him his receipt. You remember what a receipt is? Give him that fucking receipt, bro. Tag his shit.
A receipt is this thing in wrestling where like you might go a little hard to get someone back if they were hard on you. A receipt is like, I kept the receipts and I'm gonna put a little extra mustard. I'm gonna go put a little extra mustard on this hit. Now the guy telling him it's okay to do is AJ Mana. He's a friend of Raja Jackson and knows his father Rampage. He's a so-called professional wrestler who invited Raja there to support him. So he's gassing him up, which is the number one worst thing. He goes out there, and one of the wrestlers at that event, by the way, addressed the situation after the show, and it's worth hearing.
Talking all this stuff right now, but guess what? Guess what? Get out your cameras right now. Hashtag Rampage Jackson. Rampage Jackson. Rampage Jackson. With all due respect, your son came up and disrespected our show, big dog. So I'm telling you right now, your son came and disrespected our show. If you don't know me, I got barely about like 10 followers online because I'm really not that popping. But today, I'm about to get popping, I'm telling you right now. So, it's freeze _ KPE, because that's what it is, right? Knox Pro Entertainment. All day, every day, I bleed it, bro. I'm telling you right now. As soon as you cut me, it's red and black. Knox Pro. You know who else was built from here? Another person called Jacob Fatu. Yeah, you know that one, right?
here's the wrestler, by the way.
Pro in 2009. I had just got out of the military, probably about 6 months earlier. I got out of the military, I joined Knox Pro, because I needed something to focus on. I needed something to help me adjust back into civilian life. A lot of veterans, it's hard for them to readjust into civilian life coming from the life of the military. I'm an American soldier that suffers from PTSD. Being in front of a crowd, it doesn't give me as much anxiety and aggression as I thought it would. Pro in 2000.
So again, I mean, here is Raja Jackson after the event. I'm glad Raja Jackson kept streaming so he could keep on incriminating himself. Again, this was premeditated, 100%. Here's Raja Jackson, who's been banned from Kick, but I don't care. He needs to be in prison.
Motherfuckers playing with me, bro. Real shit.
Playing with
One of them
you.
little bitch and fucking bit me. I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me and shit. Think I'm always playing and shit.
He's got this guy's blood all over his shirt. Again, this is hey, you disrespected me, so I could take your life. That is you could never have gotten away with that in the UFC. Why would you think you get away with that in a local wrestling event?
Call me bitch and shit.
Oh, they called me a bad word, so now I get to do whatever I want.
Fucking bitch, bro. At the end of the day, I'm gonna stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro. Real shit.
Come on, man. We're leaving, man. We're walking away, bro. Let's not take it serious. Let's go. Come on, Roger. Let's go. Let's go, Roger. Let's go. Roger, let's go. Roger, I'm telling you, let's go. You listen to me. Listen to me, Roger. You need to listen to me right now, Roger.
Whoever this camera guy is actually being like, hey, brother, we need to go.
Go.
I don't give a fuck. You guys trying to jump me and shit?
Let's go.
You ain't gonna do shit to me, bro.
Let's go,
you can't do shit to me. You can't fuck with me, bro.
Yeah. Bruh. You said mean words. You made fun of me, so I get to take your life, bruh. Again, here's pro wrestler Raja Jackson. He's attacked now, has multiple broken bones in his face, missing teeth, while almost choking on his own. I talked about that earlier. It's been reported now to the LAPD, who is investigating Raja. He should be arrested, period. Of course, this was not a part of the event. He went in there and unloaded. And I hope you guys respect me for not showing it because, this is just too much. It's just too much. This guy, it was premeditated. He was doing it for subscribers and likes. Here's his dad, Rampage, by the way, reacting.
So Roger broke somebody's face. My son broke somebody's face.
Uh-oh.
I don't got, hey, we on the ground. I don't got service.
So he ends the stream, but let's go to his X account where he essentially, excuses it. He says, well, there's a lot of misinformation. I want to clear up the misinformation about my son. I've confirmed that the wrestler Stuart Smith, aka Sicko Stu, is awake and stable. Incorrect. He's in critical condition still this morning, by the way. Raja was unexpectedly hit in the side of the head by him moments before Smith's match. That's also not true. It was, I think, hours before the match or a significant amount of time before the match. He also apologized to him, in which Raja accepted that apology. Raja was told that he could hit his payback in the ring. I thought it was a part of the show. It was bad judgment and a work that went wrong. No, he could get his payback in the ring, but after he knocked the guy out cold, you get off him. There's no continuing. And by the way, he knows, he's been trained. He knows you can't hit an unconscious man, right? Raja's an MMA fighter, not a pro wrestler, and has no business being involved in an event like this. I don't condone my son's actions at all, but he suffered a concussion from sparring only days ago and had no business doing anything remotely close to physical contact. As a father, I'm deeply concerned for his health and well-being and the well-being of Mr. Smith. That said, I'm very upset that any of this happened, but my main concern now is that Mr. Smith will make a speedy recovery. I apologize on his behalf and to Kick for the situation. Of course, he gets community noted. The incident prior to the wrestling match occurred hours, not moments beforehand. Wrestler Sicko Stu had already apologized to Raja at least 3 times. Despite this, he entered the ring and punched an unconscious man in the head 22 times before finally being overpowered. Absolutely insane. The whole thing was premeditated. Lock him up immediately. Just terrible.